Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So the fallout from Joel Greenberg and his corruption and greed continues. Greenberg, as you will probably recall, he was the tax collector in the Seminole County, Florida office, and he was best friends forever with Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. So Greenberg was eventually removed from office. He was arrested and convicted of numerous crimes, fraud, theft, sex trafficking of a minor. But his BFF got a pass on that by the Justice Department, even though he had written evidence, it seemed, that Matt Gaetz took part in that. But anyway, I digress. Since Greenberg's arrest and as a result of his plea agreement and his cooperation agreement, 7 people have now been charged with crimes. The latest is a 59-year-old Orlando, Florida resident. It's a woman named Angela Chu. So Chu was a loan specialist for the Federal Small Business Administration until she was arrested. She was arrested this month on November 13th. She's now charged with 11 federal crimes. And because they say that she took part in a scheme to defraud the federal government. So I talked about this in a previous video, this crime, this scheme, because it involved not just Greenberg, but also one of his associates, a man named Nabil Dajani. Also, another SBA employee was a woman named Teresa McIntyre. So Dajani and McIntyre have already been sentenced. Dajani got 6 years in prison. He was ordered to pay almost $735,000 in restitution to the federal government. And then McIntyre received a sentence of probation only. She got 5 years of probation. She also was ordered to pay restitution in the amount of almost $588,000. Well, now it's Chu's turn in the barrel. This scheme involved the processing of fraudulent loan applications. This was for COVID small business funds that were offered under the CARES Act. Well, within 1 month of Chu taking this job, she was brand new at this job, and she starts in on this scheme. So she started manipulating, they say, the data on loan applications for both Greenberg and Dajani to help them obtain these COVID bailout funds, which they did not qualify to receive. So she would put this information through, or put some information through. It got kicked out, it got rejected, and then she would resubmit it and change the figures to try to help them get these loans. So according to the prosecutor, Greenberg and his friend paid her kickbacks. They literally bribed her to do this. Greenberg paid Chu allegedly $3,000 in kickbacks, and Dajani paid her a total of $2,300 in 2 installments. Such a small amount of money for the crimes, for the risk that she took. It's unreal. So Chu has now been charged with accepting bribes and various other conspiracy charges, and she faces up to 15 years in prison. I know there's fraud in every state, but Florida seems to be very special. They really do seem to be the leader in fraud. And I would love to know Chu's political affiliation. I would bet money she is a member of the pull yourself up by your bootstraps party of family values. What do you want to bet? What they really mean to say, I think, is, as you're pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, be sure to reach into someone else's pocket, someone standing next to you, and steal everything you can. Because, oh my, Greenberg, we know for sure, is a Republican, or at least he was. And yeah, this is the kind of stuff he was pulling. Millions and millions of dollars in fraud this guy took part in. And his friends, all of his Republican friends. But yeah, they're so tough. They do it on their own. Yeah, they don't need to rely on government money, you guys. They're against communism. They're against socialism. Because they do it the old-fashioned way. They're going to get everyone else's money. They're just not going to do it through traditional government means. They don't want, the lesser people. getting government funds. They just want to be able to steal government funds the old-fashioned way. Anyway, I'll let you all know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you can donate, I truly appreciate it. It really helps to keep the show going. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.